Hey everyone, this is Clayton, and one of these two stones here today we're going to turn into a shiny, or maybe both of them, and then maybe put it in a ring or a pendant or something.
I find a stone and take it home and polish it and hope it shines, and also there's a chicken.
Okay, I came out here on this beautiful day with the sun shining, and I'm going to see, now that Dad blew all the leaves off of everything and probably most of the stones away, if we can find ourselves something nice to cut. And why? Well, why not? Now, I'm trying to see what I can find here with the sun glistening on it. If there is anything really shiny. Whoa, it got dark. Alrighty, let's see. I'm like, wow, what is that? And it's like, yeah, it's a piece of wood. Don't think we need to try to cut that. What is that? Get some light on that. Well, that's interesting. Set that there and maybe come back to that. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got some good sunlight here. Trying to keep this as steady as possible for you. Don't want to jiggle your eyeballs out. I don't know, maybe we're getting a little slim on shinies here. He says as he finds this one. A lot of weird colors in that. Okay, we'll set this one off to the side. Okay, well, I'm not finding a whole lot today, so let's pick up this one. And where's the other? Oh, there it is. This one. Let's take them over and get them wet and see what they look like. All right, I'm out here at the outside wet machine. One way to call it, I guess. Soak this down. Soak this down. Turn this off. And let's find some sunlight here. Sunlight! Okay, let's take a look at this little beauty. Wow. Well, this has some serious color in there. Well, that's nice. Lay it on the leaf here. This one, wow. That's got all kinds of colors in it. Let's see, did we have focus on this one? Okay, there we go. I think we got better focus now. That's got some deep, rich colors in it. But this one here, boy, I don't know. That's got some serious pinks and reds, and who knows what's in there. I think we're going to do this one. All right, so off to the wheel. Hey everyone, that's me again. And we decided we were going to turn this stone into the shiny. Or, well, this is the stone that we were going to cut today. And this one, we're going to set this one off to the side because I have a good feeling about it. Because if it could turn into a nice shiny, that would make a huge ring. You know, of course it won't be that big, but so we'll take this bugger and set him off into the we will do later pile. So now we're going to look at this one. Alrighty, so let's see what we have. When it's dried out, it sort of looks bland. Well, not bland, it just sort of looks like a rock. So let's wet this thing up. Actually, let's go clean it off really good so we get a good idea of what it looks like. All right, should be right back. And the stone's cleaned off really well. And to be honest, this stone is a whole lot of wow. We've got a red coloration in there. We've got what looks like milky quartz. We got two black balls or something. Let me get the dental pick of destiny out. Oh yeah, that's coming off. Ooh, I think those are bugs. Ah! Okay, we have eliminated the bugs, or whatever the bloody heck they were. And we are back to the stone without bugs. So, wow, this stone is really odd shaped. I'm picturing this as being really, really pretty, but I'm not sure how we should cut this. Okay, I'm thinking I might be able to split it down the middle like this. Blue pointy stick of destiny. Yes, we need the... Possibly if I split it down the middle this way, might be able to get two decent stones out of there. This is a conundrum. Well, what I could do is try and even this up a little bit. Maybe try to make it rectangular and see if I can get a better idea of the cracks and stuff in it. So I'm going to take this over to the wheel and I'm going to do a little bit of grinding on there just to see what we got. So I shall be right back. Okay, we're back from the wheel and did a little bit of grinding on here. Stone's really soft, but it's also really, really pretty. I got some, if you can see there, we've got all kinds of colors. We've got lots of reds, lots of milky quartz looking thing, but we've also got 47 different angles. So I'm just thinking how I can get the most out of this stone. And this was actually kind of, I'm afraid to cut it down the middle because it might get too thin a piece. We've got this right here. You can see that. Looks like a fracture right there. And this section right here, you can see there's a blue pointy stick of destiny. A little zippity-doo-dah-dido like that right there. I think that's gonna have a fracture that goes the whole way through that area. So looking for a good side, it's kind of hard to say. So I'm going to take this over and do a little more grinding and see if I can come up with a better plan for doing this. Be right back. Alrighty, I am back. It didn't take long. And I think I've decided, for now, this is going to be the bottom side of the stone. And we got a slight oval shape to it. We seem to have fairly solid sides, which is quite different from most of the stones that I find out there and cut. And I think we just need to make a high dome oval shaped cabochon out of this. Now what I'm thinking of doing is taking this onto the saw and cutting it about here. So I'm not grinding my guts out over there on the wheel. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's get the marker of destiny and take it about like this. If I get on the camera and get black smeared all over my fingers. Yes, I believe that's what we're going to do. And Sharpie doesn't write on wet rocks real well. Just for future reference. Okay, so I'm going to take this over in the saw and I'm going to give this a cut and I shall be right back. Whew. Okay, I'm back. That went off a lot better than I expected. It's nice when you have a good sharp saw blade. But here's what we got left. And yes, it's a little crooked. But I still think we'll have enough dome. We can get a nice looking cab out of that. You look here. Got the little block on the end there, which Shouldn't be too difficult. And we might even be able to get a thinner small stone out of this piece. But that will be for a later time. So we'll set this over here with the other one for later. All right, well, this is the dude that we're going to cut. Oh, look at that. We've got sparklies in there. Boy, I hope you can see that in there. But ooh, that's nice. Alrighty, so I'm going to put this on a stick with wax. Yes, with wax. And see what we come up with. Dun da da da! Okay, I got this stone dopped, and I'm roughed the bottom up. Actually, I roughed the bottom up a little bit so that the wax holds better. So let's take this over onto the wheel and shape this into what is hopefully a really pretty shiny. Okay, I am back, and you see I got this stone pretty well shaped. There's a lot of facets on it, but the stone is super soft. So I'm not going to try and work it too much on the wheel, mostly because I'll probably eat it away too much because that wheel is pretty aggressive. And you can see, you make it wet, it's got serious color to it. Like, woohoo! I'm thinking that's going to be a big ring if I get that onto a ring, but hey, I like a big ring. So, first thing to do now, I guess, is 500 grit. So let's take the spray bottle of destiny here. And we'll start working this stone down. I don't think it's going to take too long because, like I said, this stone is awfully soft. So I should be able to get all the facets out of there in a relatively short bit of time. Ooh, yeah, this is soft. But it's coming along really nicely. Maybe a tiny bit of faceting on there. Let's see if we can get a close-up. It's got some really pretty color to it. And, oh, the only thing to do is keep working it. Working. Okie dokie. Yep, I would say this is ready for the next one. There even seems to be some really sparkly things in there. And blue pointy stick of destiny. There might be some sort of crack right down here. Or it could be just a vein of something white. But I don't think it's going to really take away from it too much. So let's get this cleaned up, get the 1000 grit out, and finish this up. Okay, cleaned up, 1000 grit, and we are ready. So let's get this going. I want to see how this comes out. Dun da da, cleaning the stone, cleaning the stone. Ooh. Well, that is looking nice. When it gets wet, it gets a little bit more rich colors and purples in there. I think this is going to be a beauty. Won't be long. Okay, I think we got her ready for the last step. And what do we have here? We've got a whole bunch of pretty. It's nice and smooth. I don't see any tooling marks on it. Got a nice setting edge. Nice setting edge there. And, boy, sometimes it's boring if nothing freaky happens. But boring can be nice sometimes. So let's take this onto the cerium oxide wheel and get this baby polished. Alrighty, I'm back. Didn't take long on the wheel. And check this out. That is some serious shine there. You've got very little undercutting. and lots of smooth. There's a slight bit, but not much undercutting whatsoever. Now let me see if I can get this off the stick. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Oh, I got a message. Okay, well, here's what we have. And it's got wax all over it. Try this again. And here's what we have. We've got ourselves a really, really nice, whatever it is, rock. And I'm seriously thinking about turning this into a ring. Like I said, that's going to be one heck of a big ring. I don't know if I have a finger big enough to even hold that baby. But maybe it'd be a thumb ring if I wanted to. Well, I wouldn't be able to use my thumb. Maybe. But anyhow, whatever I do with it, this stone is a win. So if you like the video, hit that button, subscribe, give us a like, and I'll be back with making this into either a ring or a pendant. So thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.